It's like watching a kid grow up. They couldn't play, and now they're master musicians. You don't even notice it when you're standing next to it, but one moment you hear a kid that's like absolutely terrible, the next moment you hear a kid that is a pro. And what brings me greater joy is that they all are better than me. All these kids that I see in front of me are now better musicians than I could possibly be. And that's what you want. I mean, if you're a parent, you don't want your kid to end up in the same house. You want them to be in a better house. And all these kids now are in a better house than I have lived in musically.
Okay, where do you want me to start? He was about 7 years old. Wasn't about 7?
I know he brought home a horn from school.
He's the reason why a lot of us go to class.
Go to college.
I think what's tight about Pullum is how he always says, like, if you want to repay me, help 10 other people.
Help somebody else.
Grandmothers. You know, because I don't even think my father's mother even acknowledges me as a grandchild.
My name is Michael Roundtree. I'm in 11th. I'm going to be an 11th grader next school year. I'm 15 and I play the drums.
My name is Jeremy Jeffers. I play trumpet and flugelhorn. I'm 15. I'm in 10th grade. And I'm happy to be here. Keep playing. Keep playing and people will recognize you.
And most of the kids I have they haven't even played an instrument before they get here. And you guys have to make sure the releases are together. All right? Let me hear the saxophones do that with rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. No, don't do it that way. Chris, tie that. Even nastier. Again, 1, 2, 3.
Mr. Pullum explained it to us like having straight A's and being on an honor roll where we come from is like really good, but in Beverly Hills, it's expected.
You know, I had kids playing Leonard Bernstein in 2 months.
During the solos, it feels like it starts to die. You just keep playing like with the same energy you're playing with the whole band.
Mr. Pullum is the only person who could call my house and tell me I have to be somewhere at 2 in the morning, and I get something together, get my drums together and go. I mean, it's the only person who can tell me you have to be dressed for 7 a.m., be there, and I go early.
So that's the safest solo I've heard you play. But go for it. I just don't want you to play notes just to play the notes. I want you to be musical about it. But I don't want you to be so safe that the music stops happening.
Perfect. You have a stern face, and then you go in the back and you pray that they get it.
Last 4 notes. Da, 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 da. All right, trombones, trumpets play. Last 4 notes. 1, 2, and even shorter, especially the bottom notes. 1, 2, and Thank you. Too long over here, man. Again. 1, 2, and gone. Again, good. 1, 2, again, gone.
And you come back the next day, they're a little bit closer.
It can't start to sound like we're marching down Western. 1, 2, and...
My mother has never heard me play. Most of these kids don't have people in the audience listening to them either. There's no one out there. They make their own decision. But when you're playing, sometimes you're doing it for your own soul. You know, you're the one listening to it.
We're gonna sing it, sing it, sing it. 1. We're in tune. We're in tune. Play it in tune. Hear the pitch while you're playing. Sing it in your head while you're playing it.
I just want to leave an impression on people that the spirit of what I try to accomplish keeps going.
Play it with so much energy that you feel like you want to dance.
For a minute, I wanted to feel like I was it for a minute. And then my grandma pulled me to the side one day and said, the only stars are in the sky. You're not a star yet. You haven't accomplished anything. You don't have a house, a car. You don't have any property. You haven't established a family. You haven't done anything to leave any mark on the earth when you leave. So until then, man, you're still a nobody. It's a lot of good people playing, but you don't want to be good, man. You want to be great. I don't want to be more than great. I want to be remembered.
What I would really like to see is people go further than I have.
Music is what keeps me going, because could have been dead long time ago, but that's not what happened, so I picked up music and kind of like it.
It's not just about being able to play at a given point. It's the heart and the passion and the courage that you have. I think Jeremy has so much courage. He's remarkable. It makes it hard to feel sorry for yourself when you see other people, like him, for instance, going through things and being able to accomplish what they're accomplishing. You say, well, no, maybe I didn't have it so bad. I mean, I'm learning from them at every moment that I'm in front of them teaching.
We weren't really expecting him till September, and I had him in June. I'm proud of him, I really am. I felt strained because I couldn't even hold my baby. He's also a below the knee amputee, and that happened also with his prematurity. And he was just a soldier. They had told me the survival rate, it was less than 50%. He's never complained.
All these people tell you never to give up on your dreams. I guess you're supposed to follow it. It's good to have dreams for tomorrow. If you don't have dreams for tomorrow, what do you have to look forward to?
So I think he strengthens me pretty much in that way, just to keep going. If Jeremy can do it, why can't I? So I think we strengthen each other there. That's a good thing. That's a real good thing.
We have to give him a lot because he demands a lot. Other people in my condition would just sit at home and whine and complain. Basically, I was just trying to get by, and I like to be considered like everybody else. So I'm very lucky, very lucky. I am in love with this horn. We have arguments every day. If I don't do something right, I yell at it. So until I get it right, I yell at it. Why aren't you doing this right? Thank you for the opportunity to just play in the jazz band. Thank you for everything.
That's real good, very good.
I mean, he's a father to some of us who don't have fathers. He is that. I mean, I have a father, but I mean, I love Mr. Pullum in the same way.
I have my own kids. I have a daughter who's 11 and a son that's 8. Their world is totally different from mine.
I don't think my father's given me anything.
I want them to have love. I want them to have some support. I want them to have a safe environment. I want to be there for them. I want to be a father, you know, and that's what I didn't have, and that's what most of the kids around here don't have. The biggest thing that like socked me in the stomach while I was growing up, because you have your parents on such a high pedestal. I was at a restaurant and my mother was high, and a guy walked by us and he said, "Look at you now. You begged me for that stuff, and look what it did to you." I can't erase the memories. My mother almost died a few times. Her veins collapsed when she was using drugs. She was into prostitution right next to my schools. So I'm seeing her, and I can't let anyone know that that's my mother, and they're making fun of her every day.
I don't even understand how I got there.
So it made me extremely violent because, you know, anytime someone looked at me, I had to fight. You know, my father was no good either. My father was a drug addict as well.
I know my brother was incarcerated. I don't know if he tried to murder a police officer and put him in the trunk of a car and was trying to dump him into Lake Michigan and got busted.
I hid from my past all of my life. I didn't go to my high school graduation. Anything that involved parents or some type of sharing, I totally avoided because I was embarrassed. I feel like I'm always doing therapy on myself.
I am truly sorry. I just wish I had been there for him. But who knows? This might have been the only way he'd have made it this far. I don't know. I don't know.
He says the difference between smart people and dumb people is that smart people make mistakes, dumb people make the same mistakes.
Young kids listen to other kids. They become stronger role models than I am. So if I've taught them well, and they can become role models for the people that are under them, they can make significant and profound changes that I can't. It was only through music that I'm able to not be incarcerated or on drugs or just involved in some negative activity, because I was certainly headed in that direction. When I get depressed now, I might drive through a neighborhood that people aren't quite making it.
I could have ended up here. We could be living down here.
And I can just drive down the street and say, I should have been there. To a great extent, I owe so much, for having my life saved through the music.
It's so many other things you can get caught up in. Drugs, gangbanging, sex, babies. It's about more than money, you know what I mean? It's not all about the chains and watches and jewelry and shoes.
Cars.
Because all of that loses value eventually. And like he says, man, the only thing that keeps value is, your impression on people. Yeah. How you made somebody feel. Every good idea, I think, comes from a mistake. I think that, even Einstein's relativity theory, I think that came from a mistake.
Yeah, I think discovering electricity was a mistake. That's what I think.
Nah, if it sounds crazy, it'll probably work.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Most of the time.
You just gotta chance things.
Man, I wish I knew how to talk like you, man.
If you wanna learn how to talk, you gotta practice how to talk.
Yeah.
If you wanna learn how to Harlem shake, you gotta practice Harlem shaking. You know what I mean? You gotta practice everything you do. You gotta work at everything you do if you really wanna do it.
Right now, I'm not really trying to get cymbal works. I'm trying to get my tom-tom rolls back. Stuff.
Tom-tom rolls?
Yeah,
Well, a lot of people do that, but it's not all about that. If you learn some rudiments, man, you could do so much, dude.
Rudiments?
Rudiments, like tap drags, less than 25. Most of the stuff I do in the drum set, almost all of it, I got from doing marching band, man, doing my rudiments.
I'm gonna have to work on rudiments, man. Sound wise and knowledge, dude. Wise.
My head hurts. My head itches, dude. It's a bad day. My rubber band, bro.
In about 5 minutes, I want you guys to start tuning up.
No matter what you do, you just gotta remind yourself of who you are and where you've been. Like when we played the Playboy Jazz Festival, man, I loved it. That was like the greatest experience.
This is it. This is like the biggest thing to do in jazz, and you guys get to do it. If you never heard yourself play before, listen to yourself play today. Everyone on the stage made it. Everyone on the stage was able to go out and do something with their lives. And that's the same thing that I feel today. That's why I get emotional about it, because it's more than playing the music. That's why I get emotional about it, because it's more than playing the music. More than playing the music.
Coming out of high school and coming back, it takes me back.
I just thank God that I have things that I can compare now and then to, and I actually have the wisdom to know the difference in then and now, you know what I mean?
Ready? Don't worry about him right now. I need you to play one-on-one.
I saw on a special that there's a liquid in your brain when you get mad, frustrated, and all that blocks the thought process.
Wow.
And yeah, it's a scientific fact.
107. One.
What's going on, Pullum? Long time, sir.
This your lovely wife?
Yes, sir. My name is Pullum.
Marjane, nice to meet you.
What's your name?
Marjane.
Oh, nice
You
meeting
can call me
you.
Marjane.
It's good to have dreams for tomorrow.
You're gonna be my wife, and I thought he was crazy. And I stuck around. Can you believe it?
Record. Stop. Stop and return a new read. Play.
And I liked his voice, and then that's when I knew.
Insert enter.
I didn't want to like him. I was like, I wanted him to be my friend.
Sound on sound mode is active and current track 12 is not recorded.
We're best of friends, so you can't help who you fall in love with.
It's been a real eye-opener growing up, trying to keep it going the way that we had in high school.
Man.
Like, I know a lot of people that didn't have the fun I had in high school, and then when they got out, they went overboard. They went ape, yeah, they just...
Overboard.
I mean, we have so many murders over here. It's like, I think the worst day of my teaching career was walking into a classroom and telling the class that one of their classmates was killed and no one cried.
Experience is a great teacher.
The best.
And life is a never-ending lesson.
I'm learning what gets people in their ways, you know what I mean? I'm trying to be open. That way I don't create a problem for myself or create obstacles that aren't there, you know what I mean? Confronted with a problem, I try and breathe, think it through, because I mean, I've been through worse. Most of the time, we've all been through worse, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, or there's somebody else going through worse right now.
Exactly, yeah. All the worst things I've been through, I put me through. I can't hang out anymore. I'm done hanging out.
True.
And then like, I had some trouble that really helped me get away from hanging out.
Right.
So,
at least hanging out the way you were used to hanging out. Right.
You can't do what everyone else is doing.
Nope.
I was telling you I had gotten shot.
Right.
And my hand was paralyzed for like a year and a half.
Oh.
Like I wasn't even supposed to be able to use it anymore.
Man, I feel up, man.
That's a blessing, you know what I mean? So when that came back, when I had the ability to play again, like, man, it meant so much more. You know what I mean?
That's a blessing, dude.
And it's like,
that's a blessing.
Just things like that, but I put myself in that situation to get shot. I can hang with you all day, learn your riffs and your chords, and I'll be an amazing dude if they don't know you. But just understand, like, you're so exceptional. Nobody knows two people like you know what I mean?
Nah, I understand.
And I figure you only get one ticket, so I'm just going, man, I'm circling around, I'm trying to cut a line and get back on the ride. I never really do the regret thing. I wish I hadn't done this or I should have done that. Because, I don't know, I met a lot of people in life where their whole life has been stopped because they've been regretting one thing that they've done or one thing that they should have done or didn't do. Like almost everything that people have been pumping up my whole life, once I've actually done it, it was like, okay, well, what's next? Yeah. Play some drums. His partner was like, dude, you want to play some drums? It's like 2 in the morning.
You go through South LA, there's nothing for these kids to do. If some of these folks understood like what my reality really is, because all they see is like, okay, they hear some music being played, or they see some type of performance. They don't understand the backstory. And they think it's like, okay, it's because music is being played and there are happy sounds being made that this is a lot of fun. And it is a lot of fun, but it's this huge responsibility that people don't realize that you carry. Now I feel responsible for the whole community. At first I was responsible for a school. Now I feel responsible for the community. No, I think that it's leading people to discover themselves so they can save themselves. I can't save anyone.
If you spend time and energy, those are 2 things that you don't get back, time and energy.
At all.
So I don't waste time or energy on nothing that's not gonna allot me more time or give me good energy, you know what I mean?
You look at South Central and you see all these images, well, you just say South Central and you just see people getting shot. When you close your eyes, what do you see?
I mean, you see a lot of negativity, but you also see a lot of positive stuff to counteract with the negativity. People actually pushing past the negative and, actually strive for better. instead of settling for what's around, drugs, gangs, prostitution.
I see some of the negativity, but the overwhelming things here are positive. You know, everyone in South LA is they're not bad, but I just get tired of like all these horrible images representing all of us. What I would like to do is like to kind of create a song that depicts the spirit of the great people that we have in South LA. I just want to have something that has a lyrical, kind of earthy kind of beauty that I see like around us every day. You know, maybe it'd be something a little bit, you know, it has an edge, but it has like this tenderness in it too.
I could do some drums, maybe.
Huh?
Drums, maybe.
There's no room for drums, man.
No, we don't need drums.
We don't need drums. Cool. Do you know we have a drum machine everywhere?
So how can we make a song that depicts all of that, the edge and the beauty of South Central LA? So Jeremy, we're gonna build upon you.
Why me, man? Gosh.
You're the rock, man.
Fine.
You build the foundation first, and then I'll see if I can come up with a melody.
All right. Play some funky music, black boy.
No, you play first.
Wow.
Go ahead. I told him that he would play with Stevie Wonder before he graduated because he confided into me that was his lifelong goal. I don't know why I said it, but I said it. Lo and behold, before Jeremy graduated, he was able to stand on the stage with Stevie Wonder and make some great music. Who do you think played with Stevie Wonder? This cat right here. He's a great musician, but he's a better person, so that's like more important than anything else. When you see people like Jeremy create a life for themselves that's outstanding, it gives you the strength to pick up the next person. Moments like this are the only thing that keep me going. I remember lobbying to get Jeremy into the school. They didn't want him to come because we did not have the capabilities of having someone with a disability. He wants to be like everyone else. So Jeremy decided that he's going to run laps also. Because I see this kid who's a double amputee now running around the tennis court, and I see other adults witnessing what happened, and they're thinking I'm this cruel and evil teacher. When he finished, I just felt so encouraged and happy that I was able to step back and let him be just like everyone else, which was really, really important to him. Above all other things, Jeremy is the epitome of get out of the way and let me dream, and I can achieve that dream. That's horrible. I have a space. Now I'm competing with the county to keep the space. How many times do you get kicked before you say, ouch? How many people walk into their classroom and say, okay, my student was killed over the weekend? I can never erase those images out of my mind. In my position, I can never show weakness. I have to have this brave face all the time.
I like getting older. I mean, mostly, kind of running my own program. You know what I mean? Being able to do what you want to do. And it kind of, it's like a reward.
For me, it's kind of a mixture because when you're younger, you're not really prone to thinking about stuff. And when you get older, you think back and it's like, man, if I'd have done this differently, or if I'd have done that differently.
And with these drums, I've gone places and done things I couldn't save up and do. I couldn't beg somebody to do for me.
True.
You know, you understand, like I've eaten frog legs, like escargot, stuff like that before I graduated, like 11th, 10th grade. Like,
9th grade for me, dude. 9th grade was the first time I actually had a steak.
We're gonna sound check right at 1, so you guys have to be there.
Even rehearsing for the Playboy Jazz Festival, it was like he was putting us through the paces and he putting them through the paces. It's funny looking at it from the outside. If I didn't play the Playboy Jazz Festival, you know, I probably wouldn't be where I am. It had a major effect on me because at the time I really didn't know my potential. And I think that was my 9th or 10th grade year. Man, that kind of, you know, opened the door to a whole bunch of other opportunities. It made me realize that, hey, there's, you know, other avenues that I can go and, you know, I could actually go and play these venues and really, you know, I can actually do that.
You just too slick for me, man. I can't figure out where you.
You're a lot of You hear how he set me up for that one?
I really appreciate what you guys do because you guys make what I say real. If you don't have a tie, I need to know about that, and I'll bring a tie. Do not walk in there without a tie on tomorrow. Do you need a tie?
He doesn't give you an outlet to cry. You in the program, you have no choice. You're in my program, you're gonna play this music because I told you to, and because you know you want to, and there's a reward at the end, so I'm gonna push you until you get to the end, and you're gonna thank me later, trust me.
Well, luckily people trust.
If the world just operated on right and wrong, we'd be in a much better shape now.
God made us equal but individual.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense at all.
Like I've had people talk about you and not knowing that I know you, just also, man, you gotta meet this cat Jeremy. Man, that's cool.
And you're sitting here like,
yeah, I know Jeremy.
We go back.
Yeah, it's my boy. yeah. Somebody gave me these symbols on some, dude, keep them. Here you go. Like just.
So what is that? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna do the same thing for someone else?
I still try. I get free lessons every now and then. I'm getting older. I could die tomorrow. I need to die doing something good or you know, making some kind of difference. But if I'm gonna waste time, I get a regular job. I'm tired. I've tried everything else almost. I've tried regular jobs, tried hanging out, tried partying all the time. It doesn't do it for me. I like to play and then
you gave up partying all the time?
Not all the time.
I was put back in the trumpet's path because, you know, I do this program at my church, and this kid came up there and he came up there with a trumpet. And I'm like, okay, so I'm supposed to teach him. It brought back all the good memories I had with the trumpet. All right, try it. Try it again. All right, let's start from the beginning. I don't regret anything that happened in my life. Everything, you know, that's happened made me who I am today. I like being 25 and being able to look at the younger cats and say, wow, I was right there, you know, and being able to kind of help them, you know, along the way.
Help them or know when not to help.
Oh man, you sound a little better.
Sometimes I miss being young.
Man, who
I
doesn't?
miss not having.
Who doesn't? Not having to worry about the bills. Eventually, you'll get to the point where that note sounds really, really good.
If you really believe in something so much to where you would call it a God, why are you tripping on problems? You know what I mean?
Exactly. Whatever you believe in is bigger than your problems. See? It's all the same, no matter how fast you go. Count never changes, all right? Now it's important, if you're gonna play drums, always keep that count in your head so you don't speed up, okay? That's the key. As you continue to play, you'll develop what's called an internal meter. And what that is that you won't have to necessarily focus so much on your counting and where you are tempo-wise, it'll already be there. You sound bored. Are you bored?
When I was working with Pullum, I would see kids and you could see who's gonna be, you know, like the guy that's always asking you to borrow something, or you can always see, you know, something different. You can see the paths that they're leading because you can compare, and that's.
And crazy enough, you can see you.
Right.
Exactly where you were at that age.
Right. I guess it's cool. I just want to stick it through and be able to see more and do the best with it.
I hear you on that one, man.
Enjoy this burrito.
1, 2. Nobody couldn't tell you nothing in that day.
Yeah. Good old days.
Yeah.
I try and watch the rules I make for myself, because as you get older, they grow with you. Mm-hmm. And you'll end up being, you know, the person that you built, whether it be good or bad, you know what I mean? But it's all a result of the small things you overlooked and the things you paid attention to, you know what I mean? Yeah. I see, I'm not saying be blind. I mean, well, not like that, but I'm just saying like,
you can't be blind.
I'm just saying like, dude, it's nothing, if you really, really believe.
It's already handled.
Yeah, if I'm gonna take every problem as mine, there's no reason to pray.
I felt like I was teaching a rock almost. It was just crazy. I'm like, man, like, and in the beginning I told him like, it's not gonna work. I can't really see you, so talk to me, cause I can't see you, okay? But he wouldn't talk. I was like, man, I don't really know if I'm doing a good job here. I don't know if I'm teaching you anything. Are you grasping anything I'm telling you? Am I confusing you? Like, what's going on? Communication is very important. She challenges me to be a better communicator. Like, she's not just gonna sit there, say, hi, how's your day? She wants more than that.
I got a lot more I wanna do before I try and separate my life with somebody else. But I feel like I'm married and committed, and everybody's trying to come in between me and my drums.
Right.
Maybe I love too many women to love one.
Maybe, I don't know. You can't just worry about the relationship itself. You gotta worry about feeding in the relationship, you know, and putting time into it. And
there are times when I'm in a studio or I'm somewhere where there's music going on and I don't want to pick up and explain or nothing. Sometimes I don't even go home. So I just figure like, man, while I'm still learning me, I need to just focus on this one guy.
Right, that guy.
Who's, you know, so crazy I'm divided into me, myself, and I.
Right. It's easy, but it's difficult just to get used to somebody and sharing, and you know, it's not my money, it's our money, and you know.
I like them all, man. I just.
You like to have your cake and eat it too, huh?
Nah, I mean, I just like to have a really.
You like to have your cake and leave it.
Nah, it's just.
You feel like leaving it?
Just, you know, a cake with more than one flavor.
Ah.
Yeah.
All I can tell you, man, is enjoy your money while you can, because when you get married, you know, it's not yours anymore.
You gotta find the middle ground between what's right and what they think is right.
True.
And sometimes you just gotta do what they want.
True.
You know, I want to help more people.
Yeah.
I'll help you if you need some, if you're serious about it.
I'm serious about it. I really want to pick it back up. There is nothing else. That's the beauty of music. When it comes, it comes. It's a universal language, man. All that other stuff doesn't matter. You're standing on stage, let's work. You know, let's play. It's a joy in it. You know, you don't have to worry about all the external stuff. It's pretty cool. It's nothing like expressing yourself through music with other people that can express it.
I just want to play. It sounds corny, but I just want to play. Like if I could just figure a way to get where I was in high school, playing every day somewhere else, I'll be straight and not worry about money. I'll be okay. It's kind of weird not even seeing you with a trophy.
No, man, don't trip. you know, I gotta find a trumpet teacher, and then, you know, I'll be
Right. You didn't call me, man, for the trumpet thing.
I didn't call you for the trumpet thing.
Yeah, you was supposed to be. I got to call you to give you a free lesson. Why do you want to have the pain of playing the trumpet again?
Love the horn.
Keep the pocket out, keep the pocket out, keep the pocket out.
I couldn't give it the right amount of time and effort because I didn't have the endurance to give her the right amount of time and effort.
So pretend that you have 2 toothpicks, one in each corner of your mouth, and you're trying to keep it there. All right, good. I'm gonna first try to talk you out of this because there's so much pain. You were using the mouthpiece to form your embouchure. You get the embouchure formed before you play a note. Now it's going to the side already. You're going back to where you go. Buzz first. The reason I'm helping you is that you're actually using this gift to push it forward, like helping this other kid to play the trumpet. And normally, once I let people out of the nest, I don't help them again because I have 1,000 people behind me.
Like you'll meet an old guy, an old man, and he has his own ways. He eats a certain way, he goes a certain way to work. He only wears certain shirts. I'm trying to be open to different things, different ideas, different people, but not too open to where it ends up where I'm naive or get myself in a situation where it's like, dude, you already know.
It can't start to sound like we're marching down Western.
Text message call 1.
There we go. Hey, Pullum, this is Jeremy. I'm actually sitting here practicing what you taught me, man. Sending you this video to make sure I'm on the right track. Having a little problem with placement. All right, here we go. I'm getting ready to send it to you now, okay?
I don't cry about a girlfriend. I'm not mad at my friends. I don't need them. I just got drums. So it's not like I gotta search for friends. And I learned, like, if you're doing what you wanna do, people bother you anyway. Like, regardless.
Man, I didn't know you could talk, man. Now you're teaching me something.
I know you can listen. You know?
All you need is a dude.
Everybody who's like historic in history were running their own program. They're running their own program.
Well, that's what I want to do. I want to run my own program and succeed. That's it. I'm so tired of bureaucrats and red tape, you know. So I'm inspired, and it's gonna happen, because I know I have one gift, the gift of survival.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a pretty religious person. I wouldn't call me like the most, but I believe we're here to get better. And you can't get better without tests. You know what I mean? You don't know how strong iron is until you try and bend it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Illustrating, piano, drumming.
Just hearing these guys speak, it's just magical.
I like to sing because sometimes it calms me down.
Scared to go to sleep, scared of my own dreams.
All these young faces, they just give me joy because, you know, I always feel like the kids in the inner city are discarded and that they need someplace to go. I just see just hope and optimism, just knowing that they're going to be incredible one day in their life. You're trying to instill upon them that they're going to change this community one household at a time.
I'm in love with you. I'm in love with you. Yeah. I'm in love with you. I'm in love with you.
I am a filmmaker.
It felt great to pick up a camera and tell a story about my issue because I wanted everyone to hear about it. Action, cut. People should try something new.
I can do whatever I want. It's my life.
This could be my job in 10 years or something like that.
I heard about Nick Smith and people were ranting and raving about him. Then he reminded me that he was a part of my program when he was 8 years old. So Nick used to play on pots and pans, and now when I see him as a producer, drummer, I'm just totally blown away. Ryan Porter, he was one of the worst trombone players that I ever encountered. Now he is absolutely incredible. He travels the world. We played with Bruno Mars together, you know, just looking across the section and seeing a guy that you screamed at now playing way better than you. It's emotional. Keisha Potter is she's like my daughter. Dame Crawford, he's a leader, and those things you can't cultivate. I see Chris Payton, I've played so many TV shows with him, and seeing him leave high school and just go on the road with Robin Thicke, and next thing you see him with the Jonas Brothers, it's just remarkable. Jason White was kicked out of my band, came back a year later, and he became this incredible person. When I see this, I see friends. How can you possibly imagine a kid winning a Grammy? Some of my friends who are the most incredible musicians on this planet have not done that. And to see that your kids win the Grammy Award, well, we have 6 Grammy winners. That's incredible to me. I would be thrilled to have 1, but to have 6 just is mind-boggling. Give people an opportunity. They will show you what they can do. Get out the way. You get out the way. Don't project yourself on them, and they will be better than you can possibly imagine.
Say a word, I'll get around, girl. Oh, we can get married. Oh, we can play house. Oh, baby, you can carry. But that's for you to figure out. How you feel?
Now look at you. You somebody, man. You really came a long way, personally. I'm proud of you.
Monday, we're here from about 12 in the afternoon to probably 12 at night. You got a problem, call me later.